Look at me. You've been lied to your entire life. They told you. Emotions are strength. That passion means power. That raising your voice shows dominance. And while you believe that fairy tale, someone else, colder, quieter, more calculating, has been playing you like a puppet. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The moment you lose emotional control, you lose everything. Your position, your power, your leverage. All of it evaporates the second your heart rate spikes and your thinking narrows. Meanwhile, the person watching you unravel, they're taking notes, reading your patterns, mapping your triggers. You've become predictable. And in the game of human chess, predictable pieces get sacrificed first. This world rewards the calm, the patient, the unshakable. Not because they're good people, but because they see what you can't see when you're drowning in rage, fear, or desperation.
Wow.
You're not here by accident. You're here because somewhere deep down you know you've been losing battles you should have won. You've been outmaneuvered by people who shouldn't be smarter than you. The difference? They stayed calm. You didn't. Today, that changes. Today you learn the dark art of emotional detachment, the weapon that separates masters from victims. And if this truth resonates with the predator waking up inside you, hit that like button and subscribe, because where we're going, most people won't have the stomach to follow. Let me tell you about Bruce Park. Bruce was sharp, ambitious. May you hide that dog. Talented. He had every advantage until he didn't. His colleague Daniel was unremarkable. Average intelligence, mediocre credentials. But Daniel had one skill Bruce lacked: complete emotional control. During a high-stakes meeting with executives, Bruce presented a project he'd poured months into. Daniel asked one simple question, a question designed to sound innocent, but laced with subtle doubt. Bruce felt it immediately. The sting, the disrespect. His chest tightened. Instead of pausing, he defended. His voice rose.
He over-explained. He attacked Daniel's competence in front of everyone.
The room went silent. Daniel, he stayed calm, nodded thoughtfully. Said, "I was just curious. Thanks for clarifying, Bruce." That meeting ended Bruce's upward trajectory. Not because his project was bad, but because he lost composure. He showed everyone in that room his trigger, his weakness, his breaking point. Daniel got promoted 4 months later. Bruce still talks about how unfair it all was. He still doesn't understand that Daniel didn't win because he was better. He won because Bruce made himself predictable. The world doesn't reward the loudest voice. It rewards the steadiest hand.
Niccolo Machiavelli understood something 5 centuries ago that most people still haven't grasped. The ruler who cannot govern his own emotions cannot govern others.
In The Prince, he warned that leaders who act on passion become slaves to circumstance. They react. They're controlled by external forces, by insults, provocations, fears. Machiavelli knew that power belongs to those who can suppress their immediate emotional responses and calculate their next move with ice-cold precision. He observed that men are quick to anger, slow to reason, and utterly transparent when emotions flood their system. And he taught that the wise strategist exploits this weakness ruthlessly. When everyone around you is losing their minds, your calm becomes a psychological weapon. It unsettles opponents. It projects strength. It creates the illusion that you know something they don't, and often you do. Machiavelli would tell you this. Never let them see you sweat. Never let them know what moves you. The moment they map your emotional landscape, they own you. 1. Emotional reactivity is a leash, and someone else is holding it. Here's the brutal truth. Every time you react emotionally, you're being controlled. Weak people don't understand this. They think their anger is righteous. Their outbursts are standing up for themselves. But all they're doing is dancing on strings pulled by someone smarter. Machiavelli would say, the prince who cannot control his temper is no prince at all. He is a child with a crown. Your boss criticizes you unfairly in a meeting. Your instinct screams to defend yourself, to fire back. But the moment you do, you've confirmed you're easily manipulated. Instead, you pause. You nod. You say, "I'll review that." Later, you dismantle their argument privately with evidence when emotions aren't weaponized against you. You stop seeing provocations as attacks. You start seeing them as tests. And you pass every single one by refusing to break. When you control your reactions, you control the entire interaction. Type this affirmation in the comments section. I am unmoved by chaos. My calm is my fortress. 2. People telegraph their moves when emotions hijack their brain. Watch someone lose their temper. Watch their face flush, their pupils dilate, their voice pitch change. They've just told you everything. What scares them, what threatens them, what they'll do next. Emotional. People become predictable because emotion narrows focus. They stop thinking strategically. They start thinking survival. Machiavelli observed that anger makes men foolish, and foolish men make fatal mistakes. During a negotiation, the other party gets frustrated and raises their voice about timelines. They've just revealed their pressure point. Now you know. Time is their weakness. You leverage it. You slow the process down. You watch them squirm. You stop reacting to emotional displays. You start cataloging them. Every outburst is intelligence. Every tear is a map to their vulnerability. Their emotions are their confession. You just have to be calm enough to hear it. Type this affirmation in the comments section. I see clearly while others are blind with feeling. 3. Calm is mistaken for competence. Use this illusion. Here's a dark secret. People assume the calmest person in the room knows what they're doing, even when you don't. Your composure creates an aura of control. It suggests depth, experience, hidden knowledge. Machiavelli understood that perception is often more powerful than reality. The prince who appears unshakable is trusted, even if he's uncertain inside.
A crisis erupts at work. Everyone's panicking.
You don't have all the answers, but you speak slowly. You ask clarifying questions. You project calm. Suddenly, people are looking to you for leadership, not because you're the most knowledgeable, but because you're the only one not drowning in panic.
You realize composure is a performance, and you get very, very good at performing it.
Fake the calm long enough, and it becomes real power. Type this affirmation in the comments section. My stillness commands respect. My silence speaks authority. 4. Your calm destabilizes emotional opponents. Nothing unnerves an angry person more than someone who won't match their energy. They escalate. You remain level. They shout. You speak quietly. They threaten. You smile slightly. It breaks their script. They expected resistance. They got a mirror they don't recognize. Machiavelli knew that the greatest psychological warfare is making your opponent question their own tactics. When their aggression doesn't land, they start doubting themselves. Someone's trying to provoke you. Insults, jabs, passive aggression. You respond with polite indifference. Interesting perspective. They try harder. You give them nothing. Eventually, they look unhinged, while you look composed. The room turns against them. You stop defending. You start deflecting with silence and minimal reactions. Your refusal to engage becomes your sharpest weapon. The calm fighter always outlasts the raging bull. Type this affirmation in the comments section. My composure is my armor. Their chaos cannot penetrate me. 5. Emotion clouds. Judgment. Yours and theirs. Every decision made in anger, fear, or desperation is a bad decision. Weak people make these decisions constantly. They quit jobs in rage. They burn bridges in hurt. They commit to agreements under pressure, and they always regret it. Machiavelli warned, act in haste under passion, repent at length under reason. A competitor insults your work publicly. Your gut screams to retaliate immediately. to destroy them online. But you pause, you wait 48 hours. You realize public warfare makes you both look petty. Instead, you quietly outperform them. You let results speak. You implement a 24-hour rule. No major decisions when emotionally activated. You become the person who thinks while others thrash. Patience isn't weakness. It's weaponized wisdom. Type this affirmation in the comment section.
I do not act from emotion. I act from strategy.
6. The calm strategist chooses their battles. The emotional fool fights them all. Emotional people exhaust themselves fighting every slight, every injustice, every perceived threat. They bleed energy. They make enemies everywhere. They win nothing that matters.
Machiavelli taught that the wise prince conserves his strength for battles that advance his position.
Everything else is noise. Someone spreads a minor rumor about you. The emotional response? Confront them publicly, make a scene, demand justice. The strategic response? Ignore it. It's not worth your energy. Meanwhile, you focus on a promotion that makes the rumor irrelevant. You stop reacting to everything. You start asking, does this matter to my goals? If not, it doesn't exist. Let small people fight small battles. You're building an empire. Type this affirmation in the comment section. I choose my wars wisely. I win them completely. 7. Emotional detachment isn't coldness. It's survival. They'll call you cold, calculating, heartless. Let them. Those labels come from people who mistake emotional incontinence for authenticity. They think bleeding all over everyone is being real. But Machiavelli understood. In a world of wolves, the emotional lamb gets devoured first.
You end a toxic friendship.
They accuse you of being cold, of not caring. You don't defend yourself. You don't explain. You simply remove them from your life and move forward. Their drama continues without you. You stop justifying your boundaries. You stop explaining your detachment. You understand that self-preservation isn't cruelty, it's clarity. They mistake your calm for apathy. You know it's the ultimate form of self-respect. Type this affirmation in the comment section. I protect my peace ruthlessly. I owe no one my emotional energy. You came here looking for an advantage. You found it. Your calm is now your greatest weapon. Not because it makes you nicer, but because it makes you dangerous. While they scream, you observe. While they panic, you plan. While they burn out, you endure. The world is full of predictable, emotional puppets. They've handed you the strings. All you have to do is stay calm while they lose control. You're not the person you were 15 minutes ago. That version of you reacted, got baited, lost composure. This version is ice, calculated, unshakable. Machiavelli would recognize you now. He'd nod in approval because you've learned what separates the rulers from the ruled. Emotion is weakness. Calm is conquest. So the next time someone tries to rattle you, remember this moment. Remember who you've become. You are the storm that never breaks, the fire that never burns itself. The strategist who sees 10 moves ahead while they're still processing move 1. Final. Type this affirmation in the comments section. I am calm in chaos. I am powerful in silence. I am unbreakable, unmovable, unstoppable. Now go and show them what true control looks like.